If you're loving this podcast, be sure to check out the full lineup. From news and local politics to sports and true crime. Find your next great listen right now at duluthnewstribune.com/podcasts. That's duluthnewstribune.com/podcasts.
Hello, Northlanders. It's Wednesday, January 18th. I'm Wyatt Buckner with your Duluth News Tribune Minute, presented by Minnesota Power Employees Credit Union.
The average MPECU member saves over $785 a year in better rates and lower fees. And with MPECU, every ATM is your ATM. With their free checking program, you get ATM fee reimbursements at any ATM anywhere in the U.S. Check out Minnesota Power Employees Credit Union services online at mpecu.com or visit their offices in downtown Duluth, Arrowhead Road, or Miller Trunk Highway.
Now, here's a look at today's headlines. Humans were the most frequent cause of death for research wolves that live in 5 of the nation's most highly protected places, national parks, and those deaths led to long-term consequences for wolf packs, a new study has discovered. Some 36% of collared wolves in the 5 parks included in the study died at the hands of humans, usually when they ventured just outside the park boundaries and were shot. Researchers said those wolf deaths caused instability and long-term repercussions for the wolf packs involved, setting in motion changes that impact whether the pack survives and if new pups are reproduced. The study was published Tuesday in the journal Frontiers in Ecology and the Environment and included scientists in several states who used data from 193 wolf packs from the 5 parks and recorded 978 wolf mortalities from 1986 to 2021. The researchers found that the odds of a pack staying together to the end of the year decreased by 27% when a pack member died of human causes, and whether or not that pack produced pups the next year decreased by 22%. When a pack leader died, the impact was more substantial, with the chance of the pack making it to the end of the year decreasing by 73% and reproduction by 49%. Of the 5 parks in the study, wolves in Voyageurs National Park spent the most time outside of park boundaries. In fact, wolves that had territories in or overlapping Voyageurs spent 46% of their time outside of the park. The result? 50% of all mortalities for these wolves came at the hands of people. The largest source of wolf mortality was illegal shooting, and at least one wolf studied inside the park was killed by federal trappers when it roamed near a cattle farm outside the park. The corporation running Duluth's public television channel, WDSC, and its Hibbing satellite, WRPT, has taken a new name. Instead of WDSC WRPT, the organization will be called PBS North. In a news release, the nonprofit emphasized its forward-looking orientation as, quote, a multi-platform entertainment and educational programming provider, end quote. Those platforms include streaming online video and a radio station, the North 103.3. That station, formerly known as KUMD, was purchased from the University of Minnesota Duluth by WDSC WRPT in 2021. Duluth's main public TV channel has been called PBS North for the past 8 years, so it won't be a stretch for locals to start using the new name for the company overall. The new name comes with a new logo, incorporating the iconic PBS logo centered on designer Ernie Smith's P-head image. The company now called PBS North was incorporated in 1957 as the Duluth Superior Educational Television Corporation. That company began broadcasting on WDSE, Duluth's VHF Channel 8, in 1964. WRPT was added in 2008, extending the station's reach across the Iron Range. Now for an update in Bulldog hockey, here's Duluth News Tribune sports reporter Matt Wellens.
Hi, I'm Matt Wellens of the Duluth News Tribune and co-host of the Bulldog Insider podcast, here with your weekly UMD hockey update. The men's program? We're going to skip them and come back. Let's go to the women. They're off to a pretty hot start to 2023, posting back-to-back WCHA sweeps to start the new year. They followed that road sweep of Wisconsin 2 weeks ago with 8-1 and 5-0 wins over Bemidji State at Amsoil Arena last weekend. Fifth-year senior Annika Linzer had 3 goals and 2 assists in the series. She has 8 points in the first 4 games of the new year. Fifth-year senior Emma Soderberg, she posted her 6th shutout of the season and the 17th of her career. She's now tied for second all-time in shutouts by a UMD goaltender, and she needs 3 to tie Kayla Black's career record of 20. Soderberg needs 4 shutouts this season to tie Black's single-season shutout record of 10. The big one, though, fifth-year senior Gabby Hughes, she reached 199 points against the Beavers last weekend. She also picked up her 121st career assist, moving her into 4th in career assists by Bulldogs. The women are at St. Thomas this weekend on Saturday and Sunday in Mendota Heights. Expect Gabby Hughes to pick up her 200th point of her career against the Tommies this upcoming weekend. As I said, the men, they got swept at Omaha last weekend. They lost 3-2 and 6-1. On Friday, the Bulldogs battled back from a 2-0 deficit in the third before losing a game on a really costly turnover in their own zone. On Saturday, the Mavericks scored 4 goals in the final 3:32 of the game as UMD mysteriously fell apart at the end as they were trying to tie that game down 2-1 late. This weekend, the UMD men are on the road. They're playing North Dakota in Grand Forks at Ralph Ingolstadt Arena. The Fighting Hawks are coming off a pair of home losses to Western Michigan. The Hawks used all 3 of their goalies in the 4-0 and 7-6 losses at the Ralph. North Dakota and UMD, the men, they were picked second and third, top 3 of the NCHC to start the season. The Bulldogs are currently 6th in the NCHC, just 1 point ahead of the Hawks, who sit in 7th. I'll be in Grand Forks for the men's series this weekend. You can catch the women's series on Big Ten Plus. For more Bulldogs hockey coverage, visit Duluth.com/Bulldog Insider.
Now here's a look at your forecast, brought to you by the Women Today 6th Annual Rosie Awards.
Duluth area weather for today, mostly cloudy skies with a high temperature right around the mid to upper 20s. North winds shifting east during the day, around 5 to 15 miles an hour. Scattered areas of light snow developing tonight, temperatures holding steady in the mid-20s. After midnight, we may start seeing some light accumulations. Snow then becoming likely on Thursday with a few inches of snow expected. Up on the hills, we may get more than just 1 or 2. It may be 3 or 4 inches up there. High temperature again in the mid-20s, turning a little blustery during the day on Thursday. Temperatures trending colder into Friday. I'm Storm Tracker meteorologist John Wheeler.
Thank you to the Rosie Awards for their support. Northland women are a driving force in our community. They are advocates, mentors, volunteers, and leaders. Nominate a special woman you think deserves to be recognized at thewomantoday.com or by email at dearrosie@thewomantoday.com. Nominations are now open and continue through January 31st. Reporting for today's episode was done by John Myers and Jay Gabler. Thank you for listening to Duluth News Tribune Minute. Have a great day, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.